What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of ForneverNews, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related. And we don't bore you, we get into it. Let's do it. The time is now, I must go. It's time to get out. Okay, people, and before we get started, if you would hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notified. We drop new episodes of ForneverNews every Saturday, 12 p.m. EST. You'll get notified. I'll get you to watch all of that good stuff. Hit them buttons, subscribe. And first, story on the docket. In case you don't know, the Boruto Naruto Next Generation's anime as you know it has come to an end with episode 293 of the anime. The Boruto anime, as it stands right now, has finished, although that is still technically not completely accurate because Boruto's anime will continue on, as it was announced that this was strictly basically like the ending of Boruto Part 1, and Boruto Part 2 will continue on at an undisclosed date when it returns. But nevertheless, we had a director, an animator from the Boruto anime, very infamous. We reported on him a couple of different times now throughout the history of ForneverNews. He basically gave a little bit of insight on Boruto's conclusion and everything that went into it. Let's read and we'll talk some more. After the decision was made to end Boruto Part 1, the main members discussed many times how we should end this work, and we decided to end it in this way. The title Farewell has many meanings. Please do not miss it. And he posted that shortly before the finale of Boruto, and then there's more. He said, "Thank you for watching the first part of Boruto. Today, the ending song See You Again touched my heart even more. I'm quoting one of the lyrics because it fits my current feelings. If you want to say goodbye, I'll add it again. See you soon," with the logo of just Boruto. And a lot of people took that as actually a little bit even deeper with the logo that just says Boruto, of people saying, yeah, maybe that means that when Boruto returns, it will no longer be called Boruto Naruto Next Generations. It might just be returning as, simply put, Boruto, which I think, to be honest with you, it could go either way depending on how marketing goes. I think marketing is going to play a big pivotal factor on Boruto's return and if people really rock with it, because renaming it Boruto and taking out Naruto Next Generations, I don't think really will do anything, just because people already just call it Boruto as it is. Like, most people don't say Boruto Naruto Next Generations, they simply call it Boruto. And personally, I think if it was to return as Boruto, that wouldn't be necessarily the best thing, simply because for a lot of people that tuned out or aren't really tuning in because of Boruto itself, the whole stigma of the name, the character and all that jazz, I think returning and calling it something other than just Boruto, maybe calling it Shinobi Chronicles, The Next Chance, or whatever the heck you call it, other than using the name Boruto, we get a lot of people that were turned off. Granted, for us that we read and we watch Boruto, we know, especially with the manga right now, I don't care what you call it, it's freaking fire with the last handful of chapters. It's just been one after another, some of the most biggest plot twists that this series and in general I've read in manga, and I've read many manga, I've watched many anime throughout my time. It's one of the biggest plot twists I've ever seen. So as a fan of it, I know personally that you could call it candle wax and it's still gonna be really fire. However, in terms of marketing, to get those people that tuned in, to get those people that don't care about Boruto, or better yet, they have a disdain about Boruto, to come back in and check it out, I think renaming it from the Boruto name would be massively influential in getting people to give it a second look. Call it whatever you want, call it the Tales of Konoha After, whatever you want to call it, it'd be great. But removing the name Boruto itself, I feel would definitely give a little bit of a second chance for this actual series, for people that have, again, a disdain towards it or don't want to tune in because they're like, it's just Boruto. So that's my 2 cents on it. Again, a lot of people are taking it as him posting Boruto is because that's when it returns, it's just going to be called Boruto. It could be totally off, that could just be his goodbye message. But in general, the fact that Boruto has ended is, or the anime at the very least, kind of sad thing. It's bittersweet because at the end of the day, yeah, a lot of us have been saying like, yo, maybe it should take a little bit of a time off and then return, but especially considering they ended it after it was heating back up again with the Code arc, it's like, man, why, fam? Why can't we just have a seasonal Boruto anime? And hopefully that's where it's going with it. And somebody replied to that post and said, even if this is Boruto's story, it's still part of the Naruto franchise, regardless what people think. And Honda replied, his point is very meaningful. We are proud to have the great title of Naruto as our parent, and the struggles we face because of having too great a parent overlap directly with Boruto's own story. That's why I love Boruto. So again, a lot of people are looking at it as he is proclaiming, yo, because we have the Naruto name attached, it is so hard for us to really overcome it, similar to Boruto living in his father's shadow. And maybe that's why also people are thinking like, yo, are we really moving forward and removing just the Naruto part and still calling it Boruto? Again, I think that's a mistake. I think calling it anything else, you could call it Konohagakure, you could call it the Hidden Leaf or the Shinobi World after Naruto, whatever, would be fine. Calling it Boruto still, I don't know, like, yeah, it's definitely Boruto's story, but I'm just saying, with that stigma that's out there, I don't know if that's going to really help to change anything of dropping the Naruto part of it. I mean, I get it. If you've seen the first episode, the first chapter of the Boruto story, you know that Naruto is in it for a short period of time, as Boruto proclaims, and eventually it will be mainly Boruto's story. But I'm just saying, I don't know, marketing wise, that doesn't seem like the greatest strategy, but I could be off on it, who knows. And either way, Honda-san left us with a goodbye message, and in general, Boruto Part 1 has officially concluded with 293 episodes, 2 more episodes in Dragon Ball Z, and I don't even know what, like 140 episodes more than OG Dragon Ball. That's kind of crazy to think about. And of course, like 70 something more episodes than the original Naruto, like madness. Moving forward, Shonen Jump once again at it again with its gloriously bloody brutal acts of getting rid of series, although I'll be honest with you, when it comes to this one in particular, I'm not broken up about it because I never got invested in it, and to be honest with you, a lot of the newbies in Shonen Jump I'm not even all that familiar with. But for people that are, it says here that Tokyo Demon Bride story by Nakama Tadaichi has ended with chapter 29 in Weekly Shonen Jump number 18, and the art looks kind of cool. It looks very, very bright, to be honest with you, and I noticed they continuously are using that whole little girl with the horns type of scenario for a lot of different manga that have been starting in Jump. It's like, what the hell is Jump's obsession with demons lately? I get it, Demon Slayer, a lot of money, but considering aside from like Jujutsu Kaisen, which is its own thing, and likewise with Chainsaw Man, they haven't really been able to replicate Demon Slayer per se, and I feel like they keep on trying and trying and trying, like, let's get demons, let's do demons, what about demons, hey, how about that demonic stuff, hey, a demon will be kind of cool. It's like, okay, Demon Slayer popped off, try something else, like Chainsaw Man worked, Jujutsu Kaisen worked, but that era of, you know, demons and stuff like that might have been a short-lived era, and it might be time to try some other stuff because we get it, demons, horns, yeah. Maybe that's just me, but yeah, the Tokyo Demon Bride story has officially come to a close, which also means that there's going to be others following because, yeah, Shonen Jump, they are apparently in the next story that I'm about to talk to you guys about, are starting 4 brand new manga, and it seems as though a lot of veterans are returning to the magazine and returning to Shueisha in general. We spoke about Ryuhei Tamura, the author of Beelzebub. He was going to one of their sister magazines that they're starting up, and now we got a bunch of OGs returning as well. Because for starters, it says here, Weekly Shonen Jump will be launching a total of 4 new series through issues 19, 20, 23, and 24. So 21 and 22 won't have a new manga, but yeah, with 4 new series starting, more than likely that means that following this Tokyo Bride manga that just got canceled, probably 3 more series are going to be ending as well. But it says here, Yuto Tsukuda and Shun Saeki will be launching a new series by the title Tenmaku Cinema in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 19, which, if I'm not mistaken, is that the Shokugeki no Soma creators? I want to say that's the Food Wars creators. They're returning. Then also we got Tadatoshi Fujimaki, mangaka of Kuroko no Basket. They'll be launching a new series by the title Kiroao in Weekly Shonen Jump number 20, which that's massively hype. I believe the last time the author of Kuroko was in the magazine, was it with a battle series? I know he did that Robot X Laser Beam series, and that lasted like 60 something chapters, and then it ended, and it was like a, what was it, I think golf or something like that. But yeah, now apparently he's returning yet again, which I'm all for it. Kuroko no Basket, one of my favorite sports series of all time. So yeah, we got vets coming in. Then we got Jun Kirazaka, mangaka of Bone Collection, which Bone Collection looked real cool. I never got into it, but it looked dope. Will be launching a new series by the title Dree Tree in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 23, and Kawaii Kota will be launching a new series by the title of Nue no no, I'm Myoji in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 24. And I'm Myoji. Yo, what's up with all this demonic exorcism? It feels like it's Halloween in Weekly Shonen Jump because it just never ends with all of this. But I ain't gonna lie, it's really hyped to see that veteran authors are returning yet again. Yo, Kuroko no Basket, one of the biggest sports series of all time. So to hear that Tadatoshi Fujimaki is returning, that's fire. And likewise with, again, I want to say Yuto Sakuda and Shun Saeki are the authors of Food Wars. Let me double check. Yeah, that's definitely the creators of Food Wars. So the Food Wars creators are back in Jump, as well as the author of Kuroko no Basket. I'm looking to see what they do, I'm not gonna lie, because they could create some greatness. We've seen some authors in the past, like Yoshihiro Togashi had multiple hits, Hiromashima and Weekly Shonen Magazine had multiple hits, Rumiko Takahashi has had hit upon hit since like the 70s and 80s. So yeah, we could have these authors come and make some fire again. It's not out the realm. I know a lot of people have been disappointed in the past few years, like when Masashi Kishimoto tried to come back, creator of Naruto, and he tried with Samurai 8 and that failed, but that doesn't have to be the case for everything else. So we'll see, but I'm excited. It looks like Shonen Jump is trying other things at the same time, even though they're continuing on with their demon obsession. Like, we get it. Demon Slayer made a lot of money. Stop with the demon obsession. Come on, Jump. What are you doing? You're looking a little weird out here, bruh. I'm just saying. Moving forward, apparently we are about to see, and we are seeing it's actually already happened, one of the biggest crackdowns on one of the biggest piracy points of all time when it comes to anime history. Because, yeah, well, let's read this article so you can understand what just went down. Chinese authorities arrest 4 people allegedly associated with the largest anime piracy site aimed at Japanese people. Japan's Content Overseas Distribution Association, an organization that aims to reduce worldwide piracy and actively promote the international distribution of Japanese content, revealed on Tuesday that the Public Security Bureau of China's Jiangsu province have arrested 4 people in suspicion of being associated with Big Good, one of the largest anime piracy sites aimed at Japanese people. Chinese authorities detained an unemployed 33-year-old man on February 14th, then from February 18th to March 21st, searched and interrogated a 30-year-old female company employee, female B, an unemployed 38-year-old man, and a self-employed 34-year-old woman. The piracy site shut down on Monday. The unemployed 33-year-old man admitted to operating the site. He was released on bail. Oh, he's fried. He was released on bail March 19th. The Public Security Bureau seized a 4 million yuan, aka $582,000 house that he had purchased with the money from the site. Authorities believe that he had earned 6 to 7 million yuan, aka $873,000 to about $1 million. He had paid the 2 female suspects to upload the files to the site. The 38-year-old man earned about 300 yuan, aka $44,000 from advertising fees and through uploading the content on other sites. Big Good started in 2008 under the name V9DM. Between January 2021 through December 2022, the total number of visits to the site had exceeded 300 million. Coda began issuing removal requests for the site in October 2016 and has since sent over 10,000 removal requests. Yeah, they frying, homie, big time. Coda had filed a complaint with China regarding the piracy site. According to Coda, this marks the first time that Chinese authorities arrested a piracy site operator in response to a complaint from Japan. 6 companies that submitted requests to Coda for criminal detection were Avex Inc., TV Tokyo, Toei Animation, Toho, NHK, and Bandai Namco Filmworks. Several other Coda companies have confirmed damages caused by the piracy site, including Kadokawa, Kodansha, Shogakukan, Studio Ghibli, pretty much all of them, Tezuka Productions, TV Asahi, TMS, Pony Canyon, Yoshimoto Kogyo Holdings, Yomimuro Telecasting Corporation, and Wow Wow. And yeah, they are definitely cracking down even further on the pirates, and it's kind of crazy that they tackling now over in China, which that's normally the case where it's normally not happening in Japan. Normally it's like in some other country, some other continent, some other place in general that these pirate sites are being operated. And yeah, I mean, with anime on the rise, there's a lot more connections now for these companies to go after these pirate sites. It's not like back in the days where it was just like Viz Media trying their darndest, or Toei with no backing or something like that. Now these companies, they got Sony behind them, and Sony got Sony money. I don't need to say any further. So yeah, it's kind of wild, dog. Homie had a $500,000 home made off piracy. Madness, but it is what it is. Moving forward, I'm gonna tread lightly with this topic for many different reasons, but apparently Chainsaw Man's Tatsuki Fujimoto has had some raunchy recommendations, and I'm kind of looking at him with a side eye like, fam, Man, what are you doing? Because according to this article posted on Anime News Network, Chainsaw Man's Tatsuki Fujimoto plugs assistant's gay blank manga. You can do the math and understand what the hell that title says, but what the hell already? Just reading that title alone, I'm like, did I read this right? Let's read the article so we can know exactly what the heck this means. Because like, Tatsuki Fujimoto, you good, son? Like, yo, if you want to promote a manga of a friend or whatever, that's cool, but dog, you got a lot of people reading this stuff and you trying to promote some prawn, as they use as an abbreviation. Like, Chainsaw Man manga creator Tatsuki Fujimoto frequently talks about his favorite manga and films on Twitter, but he made a very specific recommendation last Friday in a genre he does not normally cover, a boys love one-shot created by an assistant who works on the background art in Chainsaw Man. It's R18, but it's very good, so you should give it a read, Fujimoto commented. Thanks very much. I want to say also that's very irresponsible for him to be doing that, considering the fact that his audience is from a magazine that is called Boy Jump, Shonen Jump, for like, you know, I mean, all ages, but there's a lot of kids that got into Chainsaw Man via his manga that, yeah, now they put it in Jump Plus so they can act like this, that, and the third. But nevertheless, you got a lot of kids reading and you trying to get them into gay manga. Like, what are you doing, dog? Manga artist Eira Shino drew the 37-page Boku Yori Tsukoshi Taiyo ni Chikai, a little closer to the sun than me, one-shot for the Preel Digital BL Anthology 32nd volume. It is the second story in the anthology. The language is Japanese only, but it is available for purchase. Oh yeah, whatever. Fujimoto posted the recommendation under his Koharo Nagayama alias. The account has briefly suspended last November for several days during the broadcast of the Chainsaw Man anime. The account jokingly claims to be a girl in her third year of elementary school who just happens to be a fan of Fire Punch and Chainsaw Man. But Fujimoto's a weird dude. I don't care what nobody says. That's weird. Like, you pretending to be a little girl in elementary school, a third grader basically. I'm sorry, dog. That's weird. And then on top of that, this is what you're recommending to your fans, Fujimoto. Initially, I thought like, oh, he's a meme king, he's hilarious. But when it gets to a point that you're doing this stuff and then you add in that weird stuff that you're doing of pretending to be a third grader little girl, like, man's got stuff going on with him. Like, yo, Fujimoto, chill, son. You're doing way too much, bro. Moving forward, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel smartphone game has ended its service. And I'm not even gonna lie, I played, what was it? I think it was Duel Links. I don't think it was the Cross Duel one. I think it was Duel Links I was a big fan of. The official website for Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel iOS and Android game announced on Tuesday that the game is ending service September 4th at 1 a.m. Sales of in-game crystal currency have halted. Refunds for unused crystals will be available starting on September 5th. There will be a new single-player event based on Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s on April 4th and a new raid event on April 13th. The game launched for smartphones in July 2022 in Japan and on September 6, 2022 worldwide. It features 4-player card battles, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That's one of the reasons why I always recommend against, like, if you want to get into some type of collecting or something fun, do like a physical card game, like whether it be the actual physical Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game or Pokemon or one of those type of card games. Don't do this digital stuff, because the moment they shut down the app, guess what? The thousands and thousands of dollars you spent on crystals, stones, whatever the in-game currency is gone. Bye-bye. All of those really cool cards that you pulled. Oh man, I pulled a Charizard. Oh, well, not Charizard, but you know what I'm saying? I pulled a Dark Magician. Oh, it's all gone. But if you buy the physical cards, you'll still have them, and eventually they will have some type of value that later on you can, in exchange, get some money for. But if you do it via, like, you know, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan, which admittedly many years ago I was addicted to and I was spending tons of money on, you lose out. So I highly encourage you that at the very least be cautious if you're going to get into these games. I've spent a ton of money on a few different gacha games in my days, like, again, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan, Bleach Brave Souls. Oh god, I spent a lot of Bleach Brave Souls. I loved Bleach Brave Souls. But yeah, at the end of the day, just play the game and enjoy it. You know, if you want to start really collecting something or get into investing something, do it in physical cards, because when stuff like this, again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cross Duel smartphone game and service, everything that you spent your money on, the crystals and all that, is gone. Sure, you could get a refund if you got some crystals left over in the vault, but let's keep it a buck. Most of us, when we buy the stones, the crystals, or whatever in-game currency, we immediately rush to spend it to see if we can pull something really dope. And yeah, you're not going to get anything from those pulls that you had that were dope, because the game will be gone. You can't access it anymore. So yeah, just a cautionary tale. Invest your money and other stuff that you can actually have for the long term and maybe even get something back from it. Moving forward, Ayakashi Triangle fans, apparently the anime will be returning in July after the whole COVID delay. The official website for the TV anime of Kentaro Yabuki's Ayakashi Triangle manga announced on Tuesday that the anime will restart its originally scheduled broadcast of 12 episodes in July. The anime will re-air from episode 1. Broadcast dates and times will be announced in the future. The staff delayed the 5th episode and beyond in January due to the effects of COVID on the production schedule, which I personally feel like they're just now using COVID anytime that something else is happening. Like maybe they couldn't meet the deadlines for this, that, and the third. Maybe they didn't hire enough staff to take care of certain things. Maybe just in general the budget wasn't there to get the amount of people needed and required to get this thing done. But everything now is just, yo dog, COVID bro. The 4th episode aired on schedule on January 30th, but the anime began reruns on February 6th. The 5th episode originally scheduled air date. The 5th episode later aired March 6th after a delay, and the 6th episode followed March 13th. However, instead of the 7th episode on March 20th, a recap special for the first 6 episodes aired on that day. A special program then aired the following week. And to be honest with you, I'm not a fan of Ayakashi Triangle. I personally feel like there's a lot of questionable things in there, to say the least. However, I always go back to, and I feel for Kentaro Yabuki, just because if you know of some of the stuff homie went through. So I'm like, I won't support Ayakashi Triangle, but kudos to Kentaro Yabuki, I guess. I don't know. Moving forward, apparently one of Shueisha's magazines have gone under, ceased publication, and this is just yet again another sign that physical distribution and physical magazine publications are coming to an end. When you got stuff like Jump Plus, where you literally don't have to print a single page, all you got to do is pay the authors and artists to make stuff and pay for, I guess, server hosting and stuff like that. Why go the physical distribution unless you really have the capital? And even then, it's a gamble, because it says here, Shueisha's The Margaret magazine ceases publication. The spring issue and the official Twitter account of Shueisha's The Margaret magazine announced on Friday that it will end its publication with the magazine's summer issue, which will ship on June 23rd. The announcement did not reveal the plans for its serialized manga series, which that's also another bummer of like, yo, so the magazine goes under, what is the future for some of these other series? Like I remember, I want to say it was the magazine that had Claymore in it had went under, or they rebranded, and Claymore, even though it was a monthly series, was running in weekly Shonen Jump once a month. It was really bizarre. The magazine staff stated that the venues and platforms for presenting new manga have diversified, and they felt that they've already completed a certain role. Thus, they decided to close the curtain on the magazine's 41-year history. Wow, this was a long-running magazine. I thought this was like, a fly-by-night thing. This has been going on for 41 years. The magazine staff thanked the readers and asked for their support up to the magazine's final issue. The staff added that the manga authors whose works have been serialized in the magazine will appear in the final issue. The magazine launched in 1982 as an irregular magazine, then switched to bi-monthly once every 2 months in 89, before becoming a monthly magazine in 97. The magazine moved back to a bi-monthly schedule in 2011, then eventually was moved to a quarterly release in 2019. The magazine often publishes one-shots by manga creators who serialize works in Shueisha's Margaret, Besatsu Margaret, Cookie, Kokohana, and Ribbon magazines. The Margaret also serializes other manga. So yeah, as they say, and another one bites the dust. The physical publication market is more competitive than ever, despite the fact that sales are going down. And yeah, digital is the wave, seemingly. I don't want to completely say that because I might be off on that. Numbers is looking like that, with a lot of magazines going under, and Shonen Jump's physical publications, as well as Weekly Shonen Magazine and Shogakugan's Shonen Sunday, all of them have been steadily declining each and every year on the physical side of things. But on the digital side of things, and independent creators out there, if you're listening to me, yeah, don't let this discourage you either. If you really want to make a physical publication magazine and you feel like you got what it takes to do something that these magazines ain't doing, then do it. I don't want to discourage anybody from chasing their goals or their dreams. Just be cautious and study the data. Look at why these magazines like the Margaret went under. Do your research, and then boom, come out with whatever you're trying to do. Just get it done. Moving forward, apparently we got some commentary from some of the voice actors of Demon Slayer on the anime's worldwide fandom. It says here, Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba voice actors comment on anime's worldwide fandom. The cast of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba returned to Anime Japan 2023 to prepare the audience for the upcoming season with a report from the international events they participated in over the past year. As the Demon Slayer Anime Japan 2023 began, the Master of Ceremonies encouraged the audience to be cut loose this year as some COVID restrictions have been lifted across Japan and for the stage show. He asked the audience to call out names of each cast member, and hopefully they, again, Tanjiro's voice actor, Nezuko's, Tokito, Mitsuri, would reply. They all responded to the audience's calls in their own unique way, although Hane pulled double duty for Kito as she was running late from a previous stage show. Following the fun introduction of the cast members, they began the report of all the Demon Slayer events they had attended around the world. These included stops at Los Angeles, Paris, Berlin, Mexico City, Seoul, and Taipei, which is kind of crazy that, being a voice actor, it doesn't only imply of like, you go to the studio, you record your lines, and you go home. There's also the benefit of touring, which is a great thing for voice actors to get another bag as well. Each stop was clearly far different from the others, with Hane noting the audience in Los Angeles would cheer quite often, and Hanazawa saying it was as if the fans in Seoul and Taipei were native speakers of Japanese. Of note was definitely Hane's trip to Mexico City. The video showed that the event was held in a rather large mall with fans of the series lined up everywhere. Hane spoke of how rare it's for Mexico to have voice actor events, thus fans will come out to see their favorite actors. He even mentioned how he tried to oblige every fan with an autograph, but the sheer number of people and limited time had him fist bumping most by the end. A bit tragic, but also understandable. It was then announced that the World Report would be aired on TV as a pre-show for the upcoming season. We can only hope every fan across the world will have access to it soon as well. The fun didn't stop with the World Report. A special viewing of the new season's opening without credits was aired, and cast commented as best they could on what they were excited for and what the audience could expect. Kawanishi was undoubtedly excited as his next season is Tokito's first major appearance since the Demon Slayer Corps upper echelon met late in the first season. While Hanazawa joked about the pink flurries in the opening, she took on a serious tone when she mentioned Mitsuri's backstory was something she was excited for. Hane went into some detail about how he was missing some of the mainstays of the cast, but said he was excited to have two new Hashira, the highest ranking members of the Demon Slayer Corps, fighting alongside him. Yeah, I want to say it's reported that Zenitsu and Inosuke aren't going to be a part of the Swordsmith Village arc. I don't remember in the manga if they were in there or not, but that's kind of crazy. Finally, the Master Ceremonies brought up the final cut of the opening to Kito, and in a solemn voice said the cut brings tears to her eyes and an intriguing mystery that will make any fan excited to see what she was talking about. As the show came to an end, the cast expressed their excitement for the upcoming season. Kawanishi and Hanazawa, though, added how they'd love to see the Infinity Castle as an attraction at Blank Studios Japan. Without missing a beat, the Master of Ceremonies quipped in a jovial tone how people in the Kansai region of Japan should get a hold of those involved in the production of Demon Slayer. That would be kind of fire, no lie. Keep it real, that'd be dope. The Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba stage show at Anime Japan 2023 hyped up the crowd for the upcoming season, although it was a more subdued excitement as Japanese people can be at times. That sounds a little stereotypical. And who knows, maybe Kawanishi and Hanazawa's wish will come true and an Infinity Castle attraction will be built at Universal Japan. Sounds like it was a really dope time where the voice actors got to rub elbows with the fans. Cool beans, I ain't mad at it. Moving forward, My Hero Academia fans, some of the voice actors at Anime Japan 2023 recently spoke a little bit about their characters in season 6. Let's take a look because I think it was pretty insightful. My Hero Academia voice actors described their characters' season 6 arcs in one word. At Anime Japan 2023 My Hero Academia stage show on Sunday, the voice actors for the show summed up their characters' season 6 arcs in one word, which we have a picture of the voice actors. I'm going to bet that the first one is Todoroki, second one is Bakugo, third one is Deku, fourth is Uraraka, and fifth Aizawa? I might be off on that one, but yeah, that's my bet. Let's see. It says Todoroki's voice actor Yuki Kaji chose the word Inen, which loosely translates to karma. This is because Todoroki deals with the return of his long-lost brother and the fallout of his abusive father's actions. He also works to repay all the help Deku has given him by working with the rest of his class to bring Deku back into the fold. Bakugo's voice actor Nobuhiko Akamoto chose the word Yuseidan. While the literal translation of the word means fertilized egg, in this context the meaning is similar to coming of age. This season is where we see how far our fledgling heroes, including Bakugo, have grown, both in the long battle against the villains and in the fight to save Deku's damaged soul. Ida's voice actor Kaito Ishikawa chose the word Saizen, which loosely translates to evening things out. Everyone, including Ida, comes together to bring Deku back, and in doing so pays him back for all he's given them over their time together. Uraraka's voice actress Ayane Sakura chose the word Tsunagaru, which translates to connection. Many of Deku's past noble actions bear fruit when he's at his lowest. Both his friends and the people he has saved stand up for him, with Uraraka's impassioned speech helping him find a safe place to rest. Deku's voice actor Daiki Yamashita cheated a little and chose a phrase rather than a word. Boku no Hero Academia, My Hero Academia. The end of the season was about Deku's return back to the happy, supportive atmosphere of his time at school. He is finally able to rest and in turn regain the power to stand up and continue to fight, not only for his friends, but also for the place where new heroes are born. Pretty insightful stuff. I like that. I ain't gonna lie. My Hero Academia Season 6, I had a blast with it. I loved it, especially the second half, the Black Hero arc, Deku solo hero, all of that good stuff was phenomenal. Lady Nagant, all of it was great, and I even enjoyed and appreciated a lot of the war stuff too. It wasn't the most best when it came to aesthetics, but in general, story-wise, it was great. I loved it. Moving forward, big news for Blue Lock fans. Not only has the manga been selling like hotcakes, apparently the anime is going to be continuing, because it says here, Blue Lock anime gets second series, film with 6 more cast members. The 24th and final episode of the current TV anime of Muneyuki Kaneshiro and Yusuke Nomura's Blue Lock soccer manga ended on Sunday with an announcement that production on a second TV anime and a film have been greenlight, which I ain't gonna lie, I finally got back into watching Blue Lock. Now, being honest, I'm only about like 5 episodes deep, but I'm really enjoying it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the new sports series, and for the most part, it's a little bit different than like the classic, Haikyuu or Kuroko, where it's like, yo, we gotta work as a team, we gotta figure out how to be a team. Blue Lock kind of changes the mold, and not necessarily for the betterment, because at the end of the day, it kind of seems like it's showing people to just be a little bit more selfish, I guess, which I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, Blue Lock is doing its thing. And it says here, the film is based on Blue Lock episode Nagi, a spin-off manga that has been running in Kodansha's Besatsu Shonen magazine since last June. The manga focuses on Seishiro Nagi before he enters the Blue Lock facility. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I am really enjoying Blue Lock. Again, I'm only 5 episodes deep, and I had initially started it, I saw like the first couple episodes, and then I kind of stopped. But yeah, I've been saying I'm gonna give it another try, and I'm giving it another try, and also I'm watching it in English dub, which, hey, if you're mad at it, oh well, your problem. I'm enjoying Blue Lock and dub, and I like watching English dubs, and it just is what it is. Like, shout outs to you if you watch sub. I love sub, and I've been a sub fan forever, but I can do a lot more, and I can watch a lot more for whatever reason when I watch an English dub. Moving forward, while we got some epic news on Blue Lock side of things, we also got some epic news for Spy Family, because it says here, Spy Family reveals second season's anime October premiere and the film's December 22nd debut. A stage presentation at Anime Japan 2023 event for the Spy Family franchise revealed on Sunday that the anime second season will premiere in October on TV Tokyo and other channels. I need to finish the second half of season 1. The event also revealed a visual for the upcoming theatrical film in the franchise titled Geki Joban Spy Family Code White. The film will open on December 22nd. And we got a visual right here, and I gotta finish that first season so I could jump into the second season, and of course this movie. And yo, Shueisha, Shonen Jump, and Japan in general, ever since they saw the success that they've been having with some of these films lately, they're not letting up. Everything is getting a movie, whether it be Spy Family, any series in Jump. Like, yo, if you can make a movie out of it, we're gonna make a movie out of it. We gonna get these bucks, is what they saying. It says Kazuhiro Furuhashi is returning to direct the second season at Wit Studio and Cloverworks. Okay, good. Wit Studio and Cloverworks are still handling it. Takahiro Harada is also returning as the assistant director. Ichiro Okochi, who did Code Geass, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Witch from Mercury, is a new series script supervisor, replacing Furuhashi. The film will be an all-new work with an original story. Original manga creator Tatsuya Endo is credited with the original work and original character designs for the film, and is also supervising the film. Wit Studio and Cloverworks are again animating the film. Takashi Katagiri is directing the film, and Ichiro Okochi is the scriptwriter. Kazuaki Shimada is the character designer, and Kana Ishida is the sub-character designer. Kyoji Asano is the chief anime director, and also drew the above visual. Kazuhiro Furuhashi is the animation supervisor, and No Name is the music producer, and Shoujo Hata is the sound director. So definitely they're doing a lot for Spy Family, and at the end of the day, I have no doubt in my mind that that movie is going to be massively successful. I don't want to make some crazy predictions, but I personally feel like if they do it right, execute it properly, it could contend with the success that we saw with Demon Slayer. And I know people are like, what? Like, Spy Family has the capabilities to get everybody to the movie theaters, families, friends, women, men, everybody can go and enjoy this because it's so damn wholesome. It's like, yo, you could argue maybe pretend family, even though they really do care for each other or whatnot. Like, yeah, I have a suspicion that if it doesn't surpass Demon Slayer, I feel like it could somewhat be in the ballpark, or at the very least, it will be very successful. That's all I'm going to say. It will be very successful, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it could go up there. It has everything going for it. We will see, though. Not to mention the fact that it's an original work. Spy Family fans, they're not going to be like, oh, I already read the manga. They're going to be like, wait, there's a new story that we haven't seen yet or read yet. I'm going right now. But again, we got to wait and see. Either way, new Spy Family season coming in October, as well as we got a film incoming in December. There's going to be a lot of Spy Family greatness incoming. Moving forward, Trigun fans, especially fans of the new Stampede anime. Apparently, the anime teases the final phase coming soon. The 12th episode of Trigun Stampede anime ended on Saturday with an announcement that production on a final phase of the series has been greenlit. So, did they not do the whole thing? And isn't the original Trigun like 24 episodes or something? How the hell they, with 12 episodes talking about a final phase? Crunchyroll will be streaming the final phase when it airs. Trigun Stampede aired in Japan on January 7th, and Crunchyroll began streaming it on January 7th worldwide, excluding Asia. The story follows, of course, the misadventures of Vash the Stampede, a gunman on the lam with a $60 billion bounty on his head. Vash earned the Stampede nickname thanks to the destruction that zealous bounty hunters wreak on any town he visits. So, yeah, I'm wondering, are they rushing this through, or was the original Trigun filled with filler? Like, how are they going into the final phase? Unless they're just talking about, like, the final 12 episodes is going to be the final phase, or maybe they're only doing 8 episodes. I'm very curious how they're going to handle this, because I always thought that Trigun's original anime didn't have, like, it didn't follow the entire manga, didn't complete the manga. So how are, again, with 12 episodes, we're into the final phase? Something seems a little off. Maybe they're cutting it quick. Maybe they've rushed through certain things. Let me know. I haven't been keeping up with it. I got to get back into it, though. Moving forward, in case you missed it, over at Anime Japan 2023, they revealed some new info, new insight, and a new trailer for the upcoming Rurouni Kenshin anime. It says here, new Rurouni Kenshin anime reveals third promo video with 2 more cast members. The Anime Japan 2023 stage event for the new TV anime project based on Nobuhiro Watsuki's Rurouni Kenshin manga announced 2 more cast members on Saturday. Yuma Uichida will voice Shinomori Aoshi, and Saori Onishi will voice Takani Megumi. The event also revealed a new promo video, which I seen the new promo video, and I'm not gonna lie, this trailer yet again showing that it looks like the studio is actually putting in the works and respecting that Rurouni Kenshin was one of the big 3 back in the day with Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z, is a classic, and with this remake, they need to make sure they get it right, because this could spark other series to get remakes as well if this is successful. Like, Yu Yu Hakusho would be freaking fire. The anime will premiere on Fuji TV's Noitamina programming block in July. Soma Saito stars in the series as Kenshin Himura. I wonder, is that the same voice actor that played the original Kenshin? The anime will readapt the main manga series. So yeah, again, the new trailer looks fire. This new Rurouni Kenshin anime looks like it's going to be really good, and I'm excited, especially the fact that we're finally going to get that final arc animated. That's really what I'm waiting for the most. Like, yo, I watched Makoto Shishio. That shit was classic. I watched the first arc with the Oniwaban. Like, that was great, but I want that final arc, and if they want to redo Trust and Betrayal, I won't be mad at it as long as it looks great as the original or even better. And while we're in the ballpark talking about new trailers, Black Clover's movie Sword of the Wizard King anime film got a second trailer as well. Netflix revealed a second trailer on Saturday for the upcoming Black Clover Sword of the Wizard King anime film. The film was delayed, of course, from the original March 31st opening to June 16th due to the spread of COVID affecting the film's production, and Netflix will debut the film on its service June 16th. And honestly, the new trailer even looks better than the last. This is another one of, like, I don't know where people's eyes are at. If you haven't seen the new trailer, you definitely should be watching. It'll probably be on screen somewhere around here where you could see that. It looks really good. It looks really, really good. I've seen some haters talking, and I think it's just the classic Black Clover haters that is like, Black Clover's doing well. Oh my God, we got an issue with that. Knock it off. Black Clover's movie looking fire, and I can't freaking wait. Based on the trailer, it looks as though show. They're doing some Edo Tensei of the previous Wizard Kings. They apparently were dead and they've been brought back to life. We got King Conrad, we got Jester. We spoke about Yuki Tabata doing an interview with the voice actor of Jester as well. And it says here, original manga creator Yuki Tabata is serving as the movie's chief supervisor and original character designer. Staff members, of course, returning for the film. You already know. And I don't think we'll be getting it because it's only coming to Netflix over here while it'll be in theaters in Japan. Screenings for the film will give out the volume 23.5 bonus book to tickets holders. The book will have character designs of the film's original characters that Yuki Tabata designed, a short novel by film writer Johnny Onda, and an interview with voice actors. And the book will be available as a bonus only for the first week of the film's release and will be limited in number. And damn, I want one of those books. I'm not gonna lie, because we won't be getting them. But yeah, new trailer, Black Clover's movie. Looking hype. Can't wait for it. And another trailer and new visual we got this time around for Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, which is gonna be glorious to say the least. Jujutsu Kaisen's second season anime video reveals more cast, new directors, July 6th premiere. The staff of the second season of Jujutsu Kaisen anime revealed a new promo video, a new visual, new cast members, new director. That's very big, new director. And July 6th premiere date for the second season on Saturday. For starters, we got this new visual and it looks fire. Kind of different from Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. We got Gojo and Geto there and a couple of other characters in the back, but this looks a lot more animated and vibrant and brighter and wackier opposed to Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1 that felt like, yo, that's a horror anime or something like that. Like, definitely a different feel for this one. And granted, it could be because this first arc that's going to be in the new Jujutsu Kaisen season is going to be going to a flashback with Gojo being the primary focus. And Gojo, this is more representative of what Gojo feels like and looks like. But also, it's because they got a new director. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on this new director if he can handle it the same way Season 1 was damn near freaking a masterpiece in terms of aesthetics. Shota Goshizono, who did Jujutsu Kaisen episode 8 and 17 directing, is replacing Sung-Woo Park as the director. The new cast members include Anna Nagase as Riko Amaina and Takahito Koyasu as Toji Fushiguro. Let's go. If you've seen the trailer, it looks so freaking hype. You got Toji in the trailer, you got Gojo, you got Geto. This is going to be amazing. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, baby. Woo! I'm massively hype and it's kind of crazy. Even though I'm a little bit sad because it looks like Demon Slayer is going to be only 11 episodes. So at the same time, it's kind of like, yo, we're going to be continuously eating. We'll jump from Demon Slayer from April through to July. And then July on, we got Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. And yeah, it'll premiere July 6th. It will run for 2 quarters of a year for a continuous half-year run. So basically expect 24, which is good. They're not pulling what Demon Slayer and Ufotable are doing with, like, 11, 12 here or there. It's like, no, we're still getting another 24. Like, let's go. Love it. The new visual looks dope. The trailer looks great. Again, I need some Toji in my life, and it looks like it's about to be high. Moving forward, a very embarrassing and hilarious story at the same time. Apparently, a certain shop in Akihabara, Japan, is demanding that if you hop in their store, you better not smell like crap. You better not smell like cicote. You better not stink, because Akihabara card shop demands customers use deodorant or leave. A card shop in Akihabara went viral on Twitter over the weekend for being blunt about hygiene to an almost confrontational degree. The Twitter account for the card shop, Trading Card vs. Akihabara store, announced on Saturday that employees will be stopping people whom they objectively deem smelly. Those who are stopped will have the choice to either apply some of the hygiene products provided at the store or be evicted from the premises. The Febreze freshener spray is free to use, but the perfumes will cost 8 cents or about 15 US cents per dose. Why the stringent methods? The Twitter account explained that the store has received many complaints about the body odor of its customers. The store has a corner where discount cards are on sale for as little as 10 yen each, and this area has become a lot more popular as of late. Reactions to the store's tweets have been varied. Some have expressed sympathy for the owners, while others have commented with amusements that, of course, card game geeks would have hygiene issues. On the other hand, some have pointed out that spraying perfume would probably have the opposite effect and make the area smell more pungent. Anime events have been known to be smelly. On Japanese Twitter, there have been PSAs telling people to shower before Kamake, or at least come up with some way to mask body odor. Last month, voice actress and singer Rei Takahashi went viral for telling her fans to wash their bodies before her concert so as not to bother others with their odor. Mercifully, she was much nicer about it than the owners of the card shop, Trading Card vs. Akihabara. And that is so hilarious and sad at the same time that they gotta tell you, wash yo ass, you stink, dog. Don't come to my concert, don't come to my card game, don't do none of that if you stink. That's freaking hilarious. Moving forward, big news for Adult Swim. This is massive news for Adult Swim in the West in particular, because apparently beginning May 1st, for the first time in the network's history, Adult Swim will be starting an hour earlier at 7 p.m. EST. Following this announcement, 2 action cartoon originals were revealed to be coming to Toonami as encores. First will be Unicorn Warriors Eternal, then My Adventures with Superman will be making a jump from Cartoon Network to Adult Swim and Toonami as well. No immediate changes to the current Toonami lineup has been announced. Stay tuned for more updates, of course, but that's kind of nuts that they're actually going an hour earlier with Adult Swim. Now 7 p.m. At the end of the day, cable TV got to do what they got to do to stand. At the end of the day, they are going downhill. A lot of people are moving over to digital. I don't know how many people are still staying with cable aside from because of sports. Once sports is off of cable TV, the lights are off for cable TV because, dog, like even Adult Swim is, trying to figure shit out. And at the end of the day, with everything that happened with the anime industry, with Sony grabbing a lot of anime titles and whatnot, they, I'd imagine, are trying anything and everything to stay afloat, even if it means, again, going now an hour earlier. Although I don't know how I feel about that, considering like that's going to take an hour away of Cartoon Network, and this is technically Adult Swim. This is not for kids, so I feel a little iffy on it. But yeah, Adult Swim starting at 7 now, the first time in history. That's kind of crazy. Although they've done earlier showings of like things that felt like they were Adult Swim-esque type of things anyway. But yeah, Adult Swim, 7 p.m. EST. Quick update for the Black Clover manga. Black Clover will be on break next week in Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 19, and the series will resume in issue 20 as scheduled. And that's cool. I'm fine with it, considering the fact that Black Clover been snapping like crazy lately. The manga's been pretty freaking hype. So Tabata, get your rest. And at the end of the day, we got the movie incoming in another couple months. So do you think, Tabata? I'm all for it every time when authors get a break. Yes, good, get a break. I might be a little sad because I want my chapter, but that is completely aside from the person, the mangaka themselves. Get your rest. You deserve it. Do your thing. Y'all work hard as hell. So yeah. Next up, quick update for Yuji Kaku, author of Hell's Paradise. Apparently, the mangaka of Jigoku Raku and Ayashimon will be publishing a new one-shot titled Fushina Otoko to Majakina Kodo Matachi on April 8th at Shonen Jump Plus's app. Probably a better fit for this author. I mean, they saw a massive success with Hell's Paradise. They try to come through and do the reverse Chainsaw Man. You know how like Chainsaw Man started in one, publication in Jump and then went to Jump Plus. This one, it was like, yo, so I got this Hell's Paradise in Jump Plus. Let me try my hand in Weekly Shonen Jump. And unfortunately, Ayashimon didn't snap like he expected. So now he's trying to one-shot in Jump Plus's app. And I believe it wasn't that long ago that the author was getting impatient. Like, yo, I want to get my next work going. Let's go. So kudos to Yuji Kaku getting it done. I'm looking forward to seeing what this new series is. At the end of the day, the anime is incoming for Hell's Paradise as well. That will be a kind of perfect way to cross-promote. I'm imagining Yuji Kaku wants to get a new work going. So while Hell's Paradise is airing, he could take the opportunity to promote whatever he got going on. It makes sense, and I'm rooting for him. It would have been nice if Ayashimon kept going, because Ayashimon was fire. I love the premise. The characters was dope. It was very interesting, and it kind of sucks that Jump didn't give it a shot. It's like, I don't know. Shonen Jump just, I guess they know what they're doing, right? Getting rid of Red Hood, Ayashimon, all of these really dope mangas. Like, Jump, y'all be playing with me, fam. Y'all be playing with me. Quick update for one of my favorite video games of the last few years, and arguably my favorite game of the PS5, Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles, because the game apparently has over 3 million copies released worldwide. The official Twitter account for Sega's Demon Slayer Kimetsu, every time I see Sega, I'm like, Sega. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles game, announced on Wednesday that the game has over 3 million copies shipped or released worldwide. According to Sega, this is all physical version copies shipped, including limited edition packages and all digital version copies sold. The account also announced a discount sale on the main game's download versions and character pass from Wednesday until April 12th or 13th, depending on the time zone. This seems like a perfect opportunity to put this out. I'm imagining maybe it's to kind of coincide with the new season of the anime. I really hope, unless they're going to put out a Hinokami Chronicles 2, that they're going to add Demon Slayer DLC from the upcoming Swordsmith Village stuff. Like, I really would love, a couple of new boss battles, a couple of new characters. That would be fire and reinvigorate me to play the game again, because it's my favorite game on the PS5. I know a lot of people are like, you must be a horrible gamer. You're not a real gamer. I'm not a real gamer. Like, I game when I want to game. I'm not a real gamer. Sorry. And wow, I didn't even realize it's been a minute. This game been out since October 2021, and I still really love this game. Hopefully, again, some new DLC comes from this. Maybe that's why they're announcing this big, like, yo, we did 3 million. Although 3 million in comparison to like what Storm was doing back in the day ain't the biggest hoorah, I guess you would say, but still, it's a freaking bomb-ass game, and I love it. I just wish we had a little more to do in it. Okay, people, let's slow it down with the Weekly Shonen Jump and Weekly Shonen Magazine author comments, courtesy of Jose_Ke. Now, we missed 2 weeks of Weekly Shonen Jump author comments, not due to me, but due to the fact that the website wasn't promoting that they had new ones. Viz's website didn't update. I had to see on the sidebar suggestions of, hey, we got some new Shonen Jump author comments, and I'm like, I would have liked those a couple of weeks ago, but we got some Shonen Jump author comments. Let's take a look. We got a couple of weeks to go through. Let's run through them. For starters, we got Yusei Matsui from The Elusive Samurai. Getting an anime series feels great no matter how many times it happens. Please look forward to it and the continuation of the manga. Again, Yusei Matsui did Assassination Classroom, and that was huge, so we'll see what Elusive Samurai does. Martial Magic and Muscles is Hajime Komodo said, Omen Patch Dash 530 is so cool. You should have probably taken the opportunity to tell people to watch your anime. It's about to come out soon, dog. Just saying. Hakane Banashi's Yuki Suenaga said, I watched a stream of the Tokyo 03 performance at the Budokan. I wish I'd seen it live. It was so cool. Eiichiro Oda's creator of One Piece. I was thinking, so what about Chikawa, until I realized that I've been using chat stickers since forever that the author Nagano-san created. I admit defeat. Cool beans. We got me and Roboko's Shuhei Miyazaki. I want to go fishing and camping and have a campfire. Serizawa beat me to all of it. Alright. Next up, we got Jujutsu Kaisen's Gege Akutami. I've been looking down on poultices, but wow, they're actually super effective. What the hell is poultices? Hold on. So apparently it's a soft, moist mass of material, typically a plant material or flower. Alrighty then. Then we got Undead Unlucked Yoshifumi Tezuka. I'm interested in the Nosh food delivery service. It looks really good, but then I'd probably never leave the house. Cool beans. Sakamoto Days is Yuto Suzuki. I like the theory that UFOs are humans from the future. Apparently they are often spotted during large disasters or incidents. That is a fascinating theory, I will say so. We got Blue Box's Koji Miura. It's not lining up with reality, but it's Christmas in the manga. It feels weird to draw it too. Yeah, dog, we're in March, what? We got one of my favorite newbie manga, the Ichinose family's Deadly Sins, Taizen 5. It's gotten a lot warmer and more comfortable lately. Please enjoy chapter 17. Dog, I'm enjoying chapter 17, chapter 18. This manga is gas. You should be reading. Let's see. We got Fabricant 100 by Daisuke Enoshima. I've been doing taxes and working on the first volume at the same time. My life is no longer that of a normal human. Oh my god, I feel your pain. Trust me. We got Yuki Tabata with the Black Clover. What beautiful weather is what I said as I took a walk outside. I got pollen in my eye after a few steps. Now my eye hurts and is super itchy. Yo, Tabata can't catch a break, huh? Then we got the canceled series. Again, these are some older comments from Tokyo Demon Bride Story, from Tadaichi Nakama, the Tokyo Demon Bride Story, the Ren Hiramoto versus Yutaka Saito match. I'm hyped as much as I was for Star Wars Episode 3. Okie dokie then. And yeah, that's the batch of what we're going to cover from last week's Shonen Jump author comments. Now let's jump into the latest ones, which start off with, again, Yuki Tabata, author Black Clover. I had a discussion with the actor Fumiya Takahashi. What a joy. He's such such a good kid that he almost sent me flying with his kindness. And yeah, that was a pretty dope interview. We covered it in last week's episode of ForneverNews. News. If you missed it, go peep. We got Undead Alux Yoshifumi Tezuka. Giving Fuko a gun was influenced by Tetsudo. I thought while rereading 999. Okay. Me and Roboko Shuhei Miyazaki. 2 weeks since I started my diet. I'm a kilo heavier. Must be all the muscle I'm gaining. Wait a minute. What? Alrighty then. I don't think you gained a kilo of muscle. I'm just saying, fam. Eiichiro Oda's creator of One Piece. I went to see a WC game, a world-class matchup, and the stands were shaking. It was amazing. It's good to hear that Oda's outside, getting, some sunlight and being a normal person, to a certain degree. Akane Banashi's Takamasa Moe. I only know about baseball through video games and manga, but I'm rooting for a Newt Bar. That and the Yankees and Mets. If you're a New Yorker, you know about the Yankees and Mets because people won't shut the hell up about the Yankees and Mets. You got Yuto Suzuki, author of Sakamoto Days. Uchin raised on cabbage is a new hot thing now. I want to eat some caffeinated urchin that have been given Red Bull. Ugh, Red Bull. No. We got Blue Box's Koji Miura. I haven't measured my height since graduating college, but I think I've grown. I want to measure myself. Cool beans. We got yet again one of my favorite newbies in Jump, the Ichinose Family's Deadly Sins by Tizen 5. It's been lovely now that the nights are getting warmer. Please enjoy chapter 18. I love the promo, the way this author does it. Please enjoy chapter 18. Like, just reminding you, like, hey, in case you didn't read the newest chapter, it's out. Shout outs to Tizen 5. Great manga, great marketing. We got My Hero Academia's Kohei Horikoshi. I'm so sorry for all the weeks off. Don't be at all. You've been running this manga since late 2014. The, rigorous schedules of Shonen Jump is ridiculous. No, you don't need to be sorry at all. Keep doing your thing. Get another break if you need it. We got Hajime Komodo, author of Martial Magic and Muscles. Isn't spring the best? Meetings, farewells, and cherry blossoms. I'm rooting for you. Yeah, spring is pretty awesome, although right now, today is like freezing outside. I don't know what the heck happened. We got the elusive samurais Yusei Matsui again. Imagining and recreating the Kamakura from 700 years ago before the deterioration, fires, and reconstruction is so much fun. Okay. And the last one from Weekly Shonen Jump we'll roll with is the series that got canceled, and the final comment from Tadaichi Nakama, the author of Tokyo Demon Bride Story. I listened to the Blue Hearts for the first time in 200 million years, and now I'm pumped as the sun comes up. And now, yeah, you canceled. By no means was I trying to be messed up about it. It's rather sad. I'm always sad when an author gets canceled and Jump. Like, that's their dreams. Moving forward, we got some Weekly Shonen Magazine author comments. We got Hiro Mashima, author of Fairy Tail Eden Zero. I bought a new chair for work, but my old one was so great that the new one feels weird to me. I'm ready for a new chair, to be honest with you. I've had this chair for like 3 years now. Kind of time for a new one. George Morikawa, author of Hajime no Ippo. I read morbid books this month too. Why are you reading morbid books, fam? You good? We got Muneyuki Kaneshiro, author of Blue Lock. My mom and dad retired from work this week. Thanks for all your hard work. That's because them sales have been busting. And he was like, yo, mom, dad, the volumes are selling crazy. Retire. Good stuff. We got Nakaba Suzuki, author of Four Nights of the Apocalypse and Deadly Sins. My editor, has been worried about his numbers for a while and is slowly refraining from drinking alcohol. If you do drink, make sure to be careful, okay? You're finally putting in a responsible little message in there, huh, buddy? With all the pro drinking you do in here, huh? I'm on your head top, Nakaba Suzuki. I'm on it. We got Negi Harabo, author of Ranger Reject. It's only after eating a truly delicious strawberry daifuku that I've come to realize how amazing strawberry daifuku are. And let's close it off with Yoshitoki Oima, author of To Your Eternity. I had a Splatoon cookie and it was delicious. A Splatoon cookie does sound like, I don't know, it sounds like it'd be interesting. But yeah, people, those were the Weekly Shonen Jump and Weekly Shonen Magazine author comments. Always a treat. Let's close this bad boy off with the top 50 best-selling manga of the week, courtesy, as always, of Jos_Ke. And let's start off with 50 through 41. Let's see, at 49, we got Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 21 with another 12.9, bringing it to 1.487. Probably the last week we will see Jujutsu Kaisen. Coming in at number 47. Very interesting that last week there was no Blue Lock volumes. That kind of shocked me. Like, how we have we go from like there being like nothing but Blue Lock volumes to no Blue Lock volumes? Like, did they run out? Like, that was a little odd. Maybe it just was that there was not enough, they needed new shipments to come in or something, but that was real strange. Again, at number 47, Blue Lock volume 12 with 13.2, 624,000 copies sold thus far of it. We got Blue Lock again at number 43, volume 21 with 13.9, 459,000 total. God damn, Blue Lock got a lot of volumes, yo. They ahead of the curve with that bad boy. We got My Hero Academia volume 37 with 14.4, bringing its total to 667,000 copies. Then we got places 40 through 31. Let's see here. We got, okay, Black Clover still on the charts in 17 days, 111,000 with 15.2k total this week. Not the greatest showing, but it's still dope to see it nonetheless. We got at number 34, Soso no Free Eden's Volume 10 Limited Edition within 4 days, 15.7k. Not too bad. I'm curious what the full volume did, but that's pretty good for a limited edition. Then the manga Karakai Jozu no Moto Takagi-san, Volume 17 and 18. 2 new volumes for it? That's interesting. In 10 days. Both of them doing... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, no. Both of them doing damn near the same amount of sales, too. 36.5 and 36.3 total with 17.1 this week. That's real freaking strange. Then we got places 30 through 21. We got Blue Lock Volume 22 with 18.7. Yeah, Blue Lock is magically back on the charts. What's that about? We got Toilet Bound Hanako-kun in 5 days, 187,000 with 22.8 total this week. Dragon Ball Super Volume 20, doing numbers, dog. Dragon Ball Super is really doing well for V-Jump. I don't know if the upcoming readaptation of the Superheroes volumes are going to do these numbers, but in 17 days, 167k with 23.3 this week. That's really good for a V-Jump title. Then we got places 20 through 11. We got Four Nights of the Apocalypse, a new volume in 4 days, 33.8. For volume 11. That's pretty good. We got a new volume of Ultimate Muscle with the Ultimate Muscle anime incoming. That's why we've been seeing Kinnikuman volumes on here, because they got a new Ultimate Muscle anime incoming. Volume 81 in 3 days, 33.9k. Not bad for a very old title. We got Hajime no Ippo Volume 137. Dog, it's crazy. In 4 days, 37.3k for a manga that the main character hasn't even been active in his own manga in like 100 years. That's madness. And we got top 10. We got Kaiju number 8, volume 9 in 17 days, 351k with 50k this week. And while those are great numbers, I definitely feel like it's a step below what the previous volumes have been doing. They really need to get ahead on getting that Kaiju number 8 anime coming immediately. And I skipped over one, so let's jump back to number 9, Oshinoko, volume 11, within 3 days, 44.7. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and I think the anime has started up, so good stuff there. We got Blue Lock episode Nagi volume 2 within 4 days, 84.4, and that's why they're doing that movie, baby. They're gonna rack in those sales, you dig? We got at number 4, the powerhouse known as Goat Piece, One Piece volume 105, 108k this week, and in 17 days, 1.53 total. Madness. We got Jujutsu Kaisen finally in one of these weeks outdoing One Piece with volume 22 doing 129k this week, so doing 21k more than One Piece this week, bringing its total to 1,037,000. So it's still close to 500,000 away from One Piece, but impressive numbers, and I just love seeing two goats right next to each other. Then we got number 2, Soso no Free Eren in 4 days, 145, and if you add the 15k that it had from the limited edition, did about $160 for the new volume. That's great. And then we got at number 1, the Blue Lock Wave is back with volume 23 in 4 days, almost 200k, 196k total, with the dude that reminds me so much of Bakugo. I can't remember homie's name. I'm just now starting to remember names from the series, but yeah, Blue Lock still doing its thing, although again, it was really weird last week how it was completely absent from the entirety of the top 50. What was that about? But yeah, people, that was the top 50 best-selling manga of the week, courtesy of Joso_Ke. Great stuff. And that's all I have for this one. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day, and remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life. Bye. Have an awesome day. Peace, and you guys just watched another episode of ForneverNews. Have a an awesome day. Subscribe and hit that bell to get more. Yeah!
Lights be flashing and looking at me, such a odd unique, yet I'm so unique and you're looking at me. If the walls could talk, they would probably read bleak, and I'd probably say, bitch, get the fuck off me.